This lady was like, okay, I want to engage with this guy in sexual intercourse. And they started, and when they started, the guy took, these enhancers that keeps you going even when your partner is already experiencing muscle fatigue. And when I say even when your partner is already experiencing muscle fatigue, of course, um, it is obvious that both of you cannot, experience orgasm at the same time, but at least the time gap between you and your partner shouldn't be so much, except if you are making use of enhancers, or one of you are making use of enhancers, and that is the only thing that can actually make you keep going. 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, you're still going. That is the only thing that can actually put it up that way, right? So now, with that content, the woman engaged with this guy in sexual intercourse, and the guy was good, and the guy kept going, and the girl already hit orgasm, and the girl wanted to step into the refractory stage, and the guy wasn't experiencing orgasm, and the guy wasn't ejaculating, and the guy was still hard as rock, and the guy kept going, and the girl was crying. I'm sorry, please help. I'm sorry, it's okay. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. Please, brother, please. Oh, brother, please, I beg you. So, okay, let's come back. But the lady was like, okay, I think I've had enough. Okay, can we stop right now? Oh, how about we stop right now? I think I don't think I can do this anymore. So, the man kept going on and on and on and on and on until he's had his full, until he was satisfied, and of course, probably that was where the enhancer left him off, and he stopped. Now, what was the testimony of this lady? I'll tell you. She walked out of that room like someone who had been raped. By a group of men, not just a man, a group of men. If someone had been raped by a group of men, the person does not just come out crying. The person comes out crying and walking in a very, very funny manner, like way too funny. So yeah, she stepped, and of course in pains, and of course with some lacerations in their vagina. So she stepped out like someone that had been raped, right? So now, this is what happens when you don't allow the refractory stage to set in. Number one, the refractory stage is that stage that allows for muscle relaxation. It gives that time, it just gives that privilege to muscles to do what? To rejuvenate, to recuperate, to come back together, so that if there is another move you want to make in that particular location, the muscles there can reinforce and give you the maximum impact, give you the actual result you're actually hoping for. Remember, when you are engaging in sexual intercourse, the muscles there majorly contract and relaxes so that it can give you that feeling, that awesome, tingling, wonderful, heavenly, ooh la la feeling that you experience. Okay, but that is it. Guys, don't mind me. Okay, all right. So, but we are actually spitting fact here. You know. So, guys, that is what happens, and the muscles are majorly responsible for that. The hormones are also responsible for that. So, in a situation where you don't allow refractory stage to set in, probably because you are trying to do and outdo yourself, Or you guys just want to try something new, something different, and you're trying to push. Oh, come on, Esther, we can do this. Oh, sorry for the name. We can do this. Let's just try it out. We can just stretch a little longer. We can stretch for 2 hours without having a break. Wow. Oh well, here is flash news. You're gonna step out of that room feeling sore, really sore. And that is not the way you ought to feel after a good sex, no. So now, in a situation where you don't allow refractory state to set in, number one, your muscles are tired. The muscles around that area becomes tired. Number two, the hormones don't have much time to reinforce again, right? The hormones don't have, in other words, you are on the bed. Your partner is engaged, because when we talk about this refractory stage and you got, and we got some people that are not engaging, it is because a party in the whole play, in the whole sexual activity, a party, either the man or the woman, is still feeling over the cloud. I can go 100 miles if you want us to go right now. I can do it. And the other one is like, oh man, I am tired already, but I don't want to look like the weakling here. I don't know if you guys understand. I don't want to look like the weakling here. I'm tired, I need to rest, but I don't want to look like the weakling here. So let me just leave her to continue. Let me just leave him to continue, right? And at this point in time, this person is not enjoying this sexual play, but enduring it. And at that point in time, hormones are one of those factors that makes you over the cloud, like ooh la la, when you're engaging in sexual intercourse. But at a point in time, you find out that your hormones are no longer kicking up as it ought to, so as to keep you, in that zone where you are over the clouds. At a point in time, you are like conscious, enduring in pains, and you're like, oh Lord, let this cup pass over me. That is the way you just gonna be like, right? You ain't enjoying nothing. You're just enjoying it. Now, another thing that happens when you don't allow the refractory stage to set in. Number three, the blood vessels. The blood in the blood vessels. Now, at that point in time, remember, muscle fatigue. And when there is muscle fatigue, it means there is less contraction and relaxation. And of course, your muscle is like, man, I'm tired, right? Come on, I'm tired. Dude, I am tired. Now, at that point in time, your blood vessels too begin to experience same. I remember the blood vessels are made up of some muscles that ensure its constriction and relaxation, so as to ensure propelling of blood to the site that it's needed. And I think I've said this here, in a situation whereby you are engaging in sexual intercourse. Now, it is your genital area that is active, like actively active, like yes. And at that point in time, what the body does is blood is directed to your genitals to ensure that you function maximally in that location, in that scope area. So, but at the point in time where you don't allow refractory state to set in, so that your body can reinforce and you can actually get yourself together and come back up. In a situation whereby you don't allow refractory stage, your blood vessels get weak. When your blood vessels get weak, it simply means that blood that is supposed to be channeled to that area will be reduced, and you may start feeling numb in that location. Yes, you may start feeling numb. Now, at that point in time, whoever that is not whoever, because I stated earlier, if you are not engaging the refractory stage in this party, there can be one person that may be using enhancers, because if both of you are tired, then both of you should rest. But when one person is tired and the other person is not tired, the person that is tired is like, oh, I don't want this guy to think I am not, I don't want this lady to think I am 2 minutes man. Or you have lasted for like 40 minutes. Penetrating. Oh my god. Now, at that point in time, you must understand that this is a normal phenomenon. This is normal phenomenon, and the best you can do is allow your body to rest. Else, you're gonna feel numb, and when you feel numb, you're not enjoying the sex. You're just enjoying it because you are not experiencing any feeling. You are not feeling good in any way or matter. You just have to rest and then take it up. Probably the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how your body is structured to kick right back up after refractory stage. And of course, that is depending on different factors surrounding. We'll be looking at that factors in our next video. I love you and I appreciate you. I am Kamsiyo, Nneoma, and this is Sexuality and Health Wellness. We leave no crumbs behind.